The internet erupted overnight when old Epstein files started trending again. And suddenly, one name people swore they saw buried in the shadows was Ellen DeGeneres. Screenshots, music whispers, deleted posts, no one could tell what was real, what was edited, and what was planted to mislead. But the chaos didn't stop there, because right as music, Ellen publicly showed support for Diddy. Rumors exploded that bigger players were working behind the curtain, shaping stories, burying secrets, and controlling what the public was allowed to know. Then, Ice Cub's name got dragged into the storm with music viral clips claiming Ellen, Oprah, and Diddy were part of a powerful circle rewriting narratives to protect music themselves. No proof, no confirmation, in just chilling coincidences that had people music asking questions they were too afraid to ask before. And the darkest twist, conspiracy threads, music, began linking unrelated celebrity tragedies and saying Epstein's files held clues no one was ready to read. Are these claims truth, manipulation, or a distraction hiding something even worse? Because in Hollywood, silence isn't peace, it's strategy. And when the spotlight finally turns on the people who controlled it for years, the story we thought we knew might collapse overnight. Ice Cube has always been one of the rare voices in Hollywood willing to risk everything, music, to speak up. And insiders say that courage came with a price. Doors quietly closed, calls stopped coming, and whispers of a blacklist followed him everywhere. Because what Ice claims he witnessed wasn't just ego and money. It was a system of power brokers and gatekeepers protecting certain names while scandals were buried. Stories were rewritten and attention was redirected. When the Epstein files started surfacing again, ICE allegedly saw patterns that felt disturbingly familiar. Powerful music celebrities, sudden denials, and carefully crafted narratives rolling out at the same time. He believed some people knew more than they were admitting. And he warned that once the truth started leaking, panic would follow, and Ellen's name trending alongside those Epstein file rumors. Ice reportedly said it didn't shock him at all. He claimed he'd watched public apologies, music turn into new stories overnight, watched headlines get twisted, and watched reputations get polished, while darker questions went unanswered. Music. Still, Ice knew speaking up would come with consequences. In Hollywood, truth isn't just music dangerous, it's expensive. And the moment someone challenges the script, the industry reminds them exactly who controls the spotlight. People weren't surprised when Ellen's name started trending beside Diddy's again. Their history in Hollywood goes back years. Music guest spots, inside jokes, late-night laughs that suddenly sound different now. Old clips resurfaced where Ellen joked about knowing what went on at certain after-parties. Lines that once sounded playful, but now feel eerie with the Epstein files rumors circling online. Viewers are replaying every word, music, asking if those comments were hints or just coincidence we misunderstood. There were even stories that Diddy once asked about hosting a private party at her place. Another detail fueling speculation across social media threads. No proof, just questions multiplying in the dark. And then came the twist. Right as Diddy's legal troubles exploded, Ellen quietly moved to England. Was it just a lifestyle change or a timing that raised eyebrows because of the Epstein file chatter? In Hollywood, timing is never random. And when past friendships collide with resurfacing files, the silence around them starts to sound louder than any confession. Tell me for years, whispers about Diddy's after parties floated through Hollywood like smoke everyone could, music smell. But no one admitted seeing. Social media detectives now claim half the industry knew, pointing at old guest lists, resurfaced jokes, and even rumors tying some of those circles to names people say appeared in the Epstein files. Among music, those trending names, Ellen keeps getting mentioned, fans digging up clips, photos, and inside jokes. Music trying to read meaning into moments that once seemed harmless. Some posts even allege Diddy trusted her enough to ask about hosting private gatherings. No confirmation, no evidence, just music speculation spreading fast. And when Diddy's investigations hit headlines, Ellen's quiet move to England suddenly looks suspicious to conspiracy threads online. Was it coincidence or timing? people are twisting into something darker. In music, Hollywood, perception becomes reality overnight. And once the rumors start connecting dots, the truth gets buried under noise, louder than any confession. Online theories started spiraling even darker, with some claiming Ellen was afraid Diddy might start naming names once the pressure closed in. Old photos of her new look, quiet months on social media, and rumors tied to resurfacing Epstein files were all stitched together into one giant narrative. No proof, just screenshots, speculation, and fans connecting dots that may or may not belong on the same page. Those same threads insist Ellen attended parties filled with the most powerful people in entertainment, music, politics, and media. Events that were already the subject of wild rumors long before any headlines broke. Music. And now, with investigations and old files trending again, people are replaying every joke, every appearance, music, every photo, wondering if there was more behind the smiles. Some posts even claim secret recordings exist. Music saying if tapes ever surfaced, careers would collapse overnight. But none of that has been confirmed. It's all rumor stacked on rumor, fear layered on fear. In music Hollywood, once whispers start echoing, they grow louder than facts. And when the internet decides a story feels true, the line between reality and speculation disappears in the noise. Ellen DeGeneres has been seen rocking a new hair color since moving to the UK. The comedian changed her signature blonde look to brunette, as she was seen enjoying a night out with friends at a pub called The Farmer's Dog. Ellen went out with her wife, Portia Dossi, and a few friends, including the Torn singer Natalie and Bruia. Sources told TMZ earlier this week that Ellen and Porsche moved to England because of Donald Trump's re-election. They have reportedly settled into their new home in the southwest region of England, but they purchased the property before the election. Rumors about Ellen didn't stop at party gossip. Music. Old headlines about workplace complaints on her show resurfaced, and suddenly the internet started tying everything together. Claims about toxic behavior behind the scenes, resurfaced jokes, music, and even speculation linking celebrity circles mentioned in the Epstein files. People, music began questioning the image they thought they knew, wondering if the smiling daytime persona was only half the story. Former staff interviews had already painted a tense environment years earlier, not saying kindness on camera didn't always match what happened off stage. Music. No criminal findings were made, but the stories fueled doubt, and online threads compared it to how other powerful figures were accused of hiding darker sides while projecting charm in public. The comparison to Diddy kept coming up too. Polished appearances, loyal celebrity friends, and rumors that grew louder once investigations started. Still, none of these claims have been proven in court, and many remain speculation amplified by viral posts. But in Hollywood, perception spreads faster music than truth. Once audiences start re-examining old clips and forgotten reports, every smile looks suspicious, and every friendship raises questions no one can easily silence. Laughter. People started replaying old photos frame by frame, sound pointing at the man standing quietly behind Diddy and Ellen. And suddenly, the story took a darker, more emotional turn. That man was Steven, Twitch boss, music longtime DJ, and later executive producer on The Ellen DeGeneres Show. Someone who worked beside Ellen for years, until the show ended in 2022. On December 13, 2022, news broke that Twitch had died, and music fans everywhere were stunned. He'd always looked full of energy, kindness, and life. In the chaos that followed, conspiracy posts exploded online, some claiming secret notes, others tying his death to celebrity rumors, Epstein-filed chatter, and Hollywood secrets. Music. But authorities never confirmed any such claims, and his family publicly asked people to stop spreading speculation. Still, the internet kept connecting dots that may not belong together, like replaying every old photo, every music clip, every smile, trying to find answers in shadows. Because when tragedy hits someone loved by millions, music's silence becomes unbearable, and rumors rush in to fill the void. turning grief into mystery before the truth even has a chance to speak. More tonight about the tragic music of Stephen Twitch Boss and the detailed steps he took to hide his plans. Music TMZ is reporting when Twitch left his home the day before his sight. He took an Uber to a motel about a mile away. At the motel, he switched his phone to airplane mode so no one could reach him. The motel manager says he checked in Uber, or checked in rather under his own name, and never music left his room. We also now know that Twitch left his note. Details have not been made public. Sorry, music. But TMZ reports the note alluded to challenges Twitch had faced in the past. Entertainer Tyler Perry knows firsthand what that is like. He comedian hired Twitch for her talk show back in 2014. Over a decade ago, I met someone who changed my life, music. And he was the in-house DJ until the series wrapped earlier this year. Theories took an even darker turn when people began claiming without proof that Twitch had been pulled into circles he never expected after years working beside Ellen. Post's music alleged secret invitations to celebrity parties, whispered connections to Diddy, and even rumors tied to resurfacing Epstein file chatter. None of it confirmed. Yet, the speculation spread like wildfire. Music. Some threads went further, saying a mysterious note was found at his home. He claiming he felt pressured to stay silent about things he'd witnessed, and that people close to him weren't who they pretended to be. Authorities never released any such note, and his family publicly pushed back against rumors, asking for respect while they grieved. Music. Still, the internet kept connecting dots, linking Ellen's name to Diddy's headlines, replaying every old photo and interview, and pointing to other tragic celebrity losses as if they were pieces of one hidden puzzle. But tragedy doesn't equal conspiracy. And when grief meets rumor, the loudest voices often drown out the truth. In Hollywood, silence can look suspicious, friendships can look dangerous, and speculation can turn heartbreak into something far darker than reality ever proved. The rumors didn't stop with Ellen. Online threads began dragging in even bigger names, claiming a tight circle of Hollywood power brokers were protecting reputations, steering headlines, and music reshaping stories to keep certain scandals buried. Oprah's name started trending alongside Diddy's and whispers about resurfacing Epstein files. Music, with people insisting there was a hidden network deciding who gets praised and who gets erased. No proof, no confirmed records, just speculation fueled by old interviews, viral clips, and anonymous posts. Music. Still, insiders have long talked about how unforgiving the industry can be. Music, speak too loudly, question the wrong person, and suddenly the invitations stop, the calls dry up, and your career stalls without explanation. That fear is what conspiracy threads lean on. They claim gatekeepers hold the keys to fame, money, and silence. That anyone who tries to expose powerful friends risks being quietly blacklisted, their names scrubbed from opportunities overnight. Music. In Hollywood, perception is currency. And whether the rumors are true or not, one thing is certain. The moment someone challenges the system, the spotlight shifts and the cost of speaking out becomes painfully real. Ice Cube has hinted more than once that the moment he started questioning powerful circles, the mood around him shifted overnight. People who once chased interviews suddenly stopped returning calls. Invitations dried up. Old friends went quiet. Music. To him, it felt less like coincidence and more like a silent message sent through the industry. Online rumors tied his story to resurfacing. Epstein filed chatter, and the same names being whispered alongside Diddy's headlines, claiming there were gatekeepers protecting certain reputations while pushing critics to the margins. None of that has been proven, but the fear of being cut off in Hollywood is very real. I said it felt coordinated. Music like doors, closing in sequence the second he spoke too loudly. One day you're celebrated, the next you're invisible. And in an industry built on access, silence can be more powerful than any public attack. Whether it was pressure, coincidence, or just the brutal politics of fame, Ice Cub's warnings added fuel to the mystery. Because in Hollywood, music, when voices suddenly disappear, people start wondering what truth was about to be spoken and who is desperate to keep it buried. Ice Cube has said he learned the truth the hard way. The moment he questioned the messages coming from powerful circles, he started wondering who those messages were really meant to serve. Online speculation tied his comments to names that kept trending the side Diddy and resurfacing Epstein file rumors. Ellen, Oprah, Jay-Z figures, whose brands were built on inspiring the next generation, music to conspiracy threads. That contrast felt chilling. They claimed the same voices promising empowerment were quietly shaping culture for profit and influence. No music proof, just accusations echoing across social media, growing louder with every headline. But in Hollywood, image is everything. And when icons get pulled into rumor storms, music fans start asking whether the inspiration was real or just another carefully scripted performance, hiding something deeper in the dar elites were also behind Diddy's arrest. One day, Diddy is on top of the world, music worth over $1 billion, and the next, he's behind bars with over 100 pending cases. Music. That doesn't just happen. That's what a coordinated effort to bring someone down looks like. Diddy did something to upset the elites, music, and they came after him. Stuff like this happens in hip-hop on a regular basis. And according to ICE, it doesn't take a genius to connect the dots. It's bigger than just one celebrity, one rumor, or one headline. It's about power, silence, music, and the questions nobody in Hollywood once asked. Because every time a new name trends next to old Epstein file whispers, every time an interview clip resurfaces, every time someone suddenly disappears from the music spotlight, we're reminded how much of the truth might still be hiding in plain sight. So now I want to hear you. Do you think these are just coincidences and internet theories? Or do you believe there's something deeper going on behind closed doors? Drop your thoughts in the comments, but keep it respectful, because real lives, real families, and real pain are connected to these stories. Music. And if you want more deep dives like this, stories the mainstream won't touch, timelines that connect the dots and breakdowns that make you question everything you thought you knew, make sure you subscribe right now. Hit the like button so this video reaches more people, and share it with someone who